Best and the worst Diva of the year. I don't want you to take a bathroom break, so we'll be quick on this.
Worst?
Worst.
Alicia Fox. You broke Beth's nose.
I'm okay with that.
Karma.
Karma for worst?
Yes.
Ooh.
Who gets hired by the company, gets a giant push, then gets knocked up.
Work
dumbass.
ethic. Work ethic.
Who knocks up Karma?
Like,
Yeah, apparently, according to his Twitter account.
According to Blackraft's Twitter.
it was
Blackraft.
him.
I love that guy.
You gotta love Blackraft.
She got.
He calls himself Blackraft. It's just, oh man.
Follow Friday.
I have to go with Tamina because I
Don't know who that is.
Mannish looking woman.
I
Could be a cruiserweight.
I typically use Tamina as a punching bag, and I couldn't resist. I was going to give this to Rosa.
Yeah, Rosa might deserve it the most, actually.
But
I think
Rosa's
Lillian.
so hot.
Yeah, Rosa apparently belonged to Michael Hayes, according to some people.
According to Smark Out Moment, the way that we did.
According to the Master Lock.
So, I'm going with Tamina. She just eked out Rosa because Rosa... God, look at Rosa.
Ew.
Yes.
Best
Yeah,
Diva.
if you cut her head, if you use one of Cody's bags on her,
I'm fine with her
She just
face.
needs to like trim the eyebrows.
I'll take her. Vic doesn't want you, so I'll
Nope.
take you.
Nope.
Although, I don't really want sloppy seconds from Michael Hayes.
I hate you, Lillian.
So. Best Diva of the year.
The best diva. I went with Maurice. I'm like in love with that woman. As much as I hate Quebec and hate Montreal, I love her
she
for some
is
reason.
the best thing to come out of Quebec.
She is.
The best thing to come out of Montreal ever.
And she was a decent wrestler. I think they misused
She was
her.
decent, and even I loved her as Ted's valet, Ted
Yeah.
DiBiase's valet, because I kind of
Dropped the ball with
missed
that one, didn't
Yeah, because they missed those days when they had heel managers and valets and stuff like that. That was awesome.
If you have to tell somebody they're too sexy for their PG era, you know, like
You're doing a good
she's
job.
amazing.
I'm gonna have to give it to Beth Phoenix
She's pretty good.
because she's been dominating the women's division, especially with the whole the Divas of Doom thing that's been going on, and I
Although
really,
she's been losing all those matches.
still I really like this storyline.
To Alicia Fox, even.
I like this storyline. I like where it's been going, and I hope it goes further with it. Because Beth Phoenix is one of those ones. I even liked her when she was with Santina. Like I've always kind of liked Beth Phoenix, and for whatever reason, I think she's kind of attractive more so than your Rosa Mendez. So again, you can take that one.
Right,
I'll have
here we
CM Punk sloppy seconds.
Hey guys, sorry, we had some technical difficulties here. Apparently the Divas are so bad that not only do people change the channel when they're watching them on TV, but they also screw up your awards ceremony. So since that crashed that, I kind of have 3 little awards here that got messed up, and to be able to refilm it and do all that over again, I wouldn't be able to push the video out in time for the end of the year, so my deepest apologies. I'll just go over what you missed here. Thankfully, out of all the areas that got screwed up, it was the least active discussion for this. So, just to reiterate, we had Vic's picks for the worst diva was Karma, the best diva was Beth, Dace's picks were, the worst was Alicia and the best was Maurice. My worst diva was Tamina, and my best, I ended up giving it to Kelly Kelly. The reason I gave it to Kelly Kelly was because the whole year has kind of revolved around her, from the Flawless stuff to the Divas of Doom and all that. I really wanted to give it to Beth, but she wasn't as prominent as Kelly Kelly. Not to say that Kelly Kelly was the best in-ring worker or the best on the mic or anything like that. It was just that Kelly has been the focal point of the Divas division this whole year, so I figured that she deserved that. When it came to the best and the worst tag teams, Vic, Dace, and I all agreed that the worst tag team was David Otunga and Michael McGillicuddy, for pretty much obvious reasons. Now, Vic's pick for the best tag team were the Divas of Doom. Dace's and mine were Awesome Truth. Kind of self-explanatory. They had a lot of good stuff going around this year. And that about does it for the tag team. We only talked about a minute about that, so you didn't really miss anything there. Then when it comes to the rookies, both Dace and Vic thought that Jinder Mahal was the worst. My worst was Jacob Novak, for obvious reasons again. When it came to the best, Dace went with Derek Bateman because of what he remembered seeing out of the little bit that he had seen. out of NXT. Vic went with Mason Ryan. The reasoning for that, he said, was that he has improved and he sees that in a couple of years he might be a main eventer. My pick for the best was kind of by default Sin Cara, and 50% of that credit goes to Unico. I didn't want to necessarily give it to Unico instead of Sin Cara because I think the Sin Cara version of the whole gimmick was a lot better than the Unico gimmick that he's working now. So 50% credit goes to Sin Cara Azul, and 50% goes to Sin Cara Negro. That's what you basically missed out of those. I apologize again for the little interruption on here, and I'm going to send you right to the next award right now.
There you go. Alright, we're going to go for a wide scope here and go for the best and worst heel in WWE. So now, start off with, what do you think? Worst heel in WWE 2011?
I'm going to go with David Otunga again because I hate that man. Go back to I Love New York.
Michael Cole. Go.
Didn't see that one coming. Surprise, surprise, another NXT guy, Darren Young. The reason I didn't pick Jacob Novak for this is because with Novak, it seemed like, even though he was a heel, you couldn't really believe in him. Now, Darren Young, it seems like you were supposed to believe in him. And how the fuck am I supposed to believe in Darren Young as a heel? Couldn't believe in him as a face. Can't believe in him as a part of Nexus. That's why he's the first one out of Nexus. So, when it comes to that, I mean, Darren Young, when it comes to heels, Darren Young...
Now, you shouldn't even count NXT people, because the point is they're in NXT to groom them to be something. Because I have no idea who the hell these people are.
But he was already a roster member on Raw.
No, he wasn't.
He was part of the Nexus.
Nope. No, it wasn't.
My bad.
So,
Nope, never heard of him.
Erased.
Worst heel in WWE 2011 has to go to Darren Young from my perspective. Now, best heel.
Oh, you marks. It's Dolph Ziggler. He's that damn good.
I'm going to go with the hashtag heel as well. Dolph Ziggler definitely has been owning it as, I think, the best heel in WWE this year. Because it consistently, with the promos, the smirk, the little actions, even on Twitter, it's fantastic. And I, without a doubt, say he is the best heel that they've got right now.
I came really close to giving that to Ziggler, but since I gave him the best ring skills, I decided I would throw this one to The Miz. And the main reason that I'm giving Miz the best heel is for the first half of the year. That just was complete Miz. Now, this last half of the year has kind of been dominated a little bit with Ziggler, a little bit Miz, a little bit Del Rio, but still, I think Miz is the guy when it comes to heels in WWE. Dolph Ziggler, very, 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 very close. And I've been saying back and forth, I would want, if Jericho doesn't return to face CM Punk at WrestleMania, that I would want The Miz to. Now that The Miz is getting involved with Punk now, I would like to see Dolph Ziggler take that spot if it's not Jericho. So, as much as I love what Ziggler's doing, and Mark Henry, and R-Truth, what he was doing, gotta go with The Miz.
Dolphy Ziggs, baby.
Dolphy Ziggs.
Dolphy Ziggs.
Alright, to the good side of things, the best and the worst babyface of the year. Start over with the worst.
John Cena. How can you be considered a babyface and get booed? Get the fuck out of here.
Sin Cara. You have to show up.
I like it.
Yoshitatsu. He was pathetic, even when they rejuvenated
Dude, you watched
him
way too much
as a-
NXT.
I watched way too much when I watched the first week and a half of what they did. They tried to rejuvenate him as a badass, and he was still pathetic. So when you go from being a jobber to you're coming back as, you're going to be a better mid-carder, and you're just as bad. And I can't root for Yoshitatsu. Come on, he's not going to friggin' win anything. He loses matches against people like Kurt Hawkins and stuff, and if they haven't been on Raw in 2 years, 3 years, whatever, how long it's been, Yoshitatsu, worst babyface in WWE, even worse than John Cena, I would think, and that's saying a lot. At least he gets cheered by some people. Yoshi just, who the hell's that? Is that Funaki? Nah, I think it's Tajiri.
I miss Funaki.
You want a hot dog? Let's go get a hot dog.
Yeah, it's about the bathroom break of Superstars is Yoshitatsu. You know what? We are at the end here.
This is
No,
it.
we didn't do the best of babyface.
Oh, we didn't do the best of Babyface. That is right.
Is there?
I wanted to build up to the tension, to the climax.
I wonder who you were gonna pick.
Of the Long Island IC, Zack Ryder, baby.
So I guess we should get into best babyface. Who would you say is your favorite?
I think it's gonna be the Long Island IC, the broski of the week, the man, the legend, woo woo woo, you know it. Zack Ryder.
For the people that
I
don't know.
wasn't entirely sure I appreciated that. Now, I'm not even sure if you consider him a face, but just for the fact, if I face someone who has the fans on his side, I'm going with Punk.
We got a split here.
Because he's the one that made it interesting again. He's the one that, if you look at a sea of people, there's 1,000 people with white CM Punk t-shirts now.
And there's 1,000 people with the broski headbands, the broski sunglasses, the broski shirt.
Because they're cheaper items.
Follow him on Twitter.
If I have to break it, and I hate having to break it between those two guys, because those two definitely are in the top running for best babyface. If I have to pick, come to head, I'm going CM Punk.
What the hell?
I almost ruled him out because of the first half of the year he was a heel and then he became a tweener. But the last part of this year that he's had, he has been on fire. And as much as I love Ziggler and Ryder, I mean, Ryder has had only a few weeks where he's being considered that guy. For the first part, he was still actually kind of a heel when everybody was starting to cheer him and everything. I mean, they didn't really give him that full push over.
At Survivor Series,
At
who did New York won?
Yeah.
They wanted Ryder. When The Rock came out, they still wanted Ryder. Ryder came out, they wanted Ryder again. I'm just saying.
If I had to rank them, definitely CM Punk, Zack Ryder, The Rock's lower on the list or anything like that.
Yeah, boots to your ass. Bald headed. Fuck you, William.
Which brings us to the award of all awards, unless I add another one.
Worst superstar.
Worst superstar in WWE 2011.
Jinder Mahal, you are a worthless piece of shit.
Michael Cole.
Michael Cole does not count for a superstar.
Kelly.
That's a diva.
That's a diva.
Say Jinder Mahal. Fuck you, Jinder Mahal.
Lillian Garcia.
Fuck you, you big lipped whore.
Oh, if I had to pick a superstar that is the absolute worst, Heath Slater.
Jacob Novak.
Who the hell?
Yeah, I've given you reasons before.
You really don't
He
like
sucks.
this guy.
There's a reason why he was eliminated first on both seasons of NXT that he was on. Because he sucks. Sorry.
You're not sorry.
No, I'm not. Not at all.
Nope.
Because he sucks.
Don't take it back.
Alright. Best superstar.
I wonder how this is going to turn out.
2011.
Randy Orton. Just kidding, no, it's the Long Island IC, Zack Ryder.
It's Titus O'Neil, right?
Woo woo woo! You know it. I better be a broski of the week, god damn it.
You think he's going to watch this?
Probably not.
I'm going to have to go, of course, with
No,
CM
Cole.
Punk,
Bull!
who single-handedly made wrestling interesting, worth watching, fun, and got me actually into it again, wondering what the hell was going to happen next.
Zack Ryder brought gimmicks back, baby. Woo woo woo! Catchphrase. Classic.
Pipe bomb.
Stupid.
I have a tie. And it's not between Zack Ryder and CM Punk.
Fuck.
It is partially CM Punk. For the last half of this year. First half of this year, let me flip this over a little bit. Miz.
I came to play.
You know, from the beginning up until around the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, it was all The Miz. Money in the Bank onward, it's all CM Punk. It's really hard for me to decide between those two.
Consistently Ryder.
So you know what I'm going to do here? Because of the
You're
fan
going to pick
votes.
Ryder.
Because of the fan votes, I'm going to let you guys decide what my vote should be. Should it be the CM Punk, or should it be The Miz? Right now,
Okay. No Ryder. Your
That's
voice
your
doesn't
vote.
matter. Your voice doesn't matter.
I'm the voice of the voiceless.
My voice doesn't matter either.
When it comes to those two, I can't decide, so you guys have to decide for me. That does us for 2011 in WWE and Smack Talk and Smark Out Moment and everything like that. I hope you guys had fun. I am very gracious to all of you who have supported Smark Out Moment throughout this year. It's been the best year for Smark Out Moment so far. Broke the 400,000 view mark on the website. Got the YouTube channel up. Starting to get different deals here back and forth. Get a lot of notoriety. So, as always, like this video, subscribe to it. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell the people that you don't really like that much.
Follow us on Twitter.
All the other
Like
Zack
us on
Ryder
Facebook.
Buy the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Buy the Zack Ryder headband. You know, not Superstar of the Year, but you like it anyway.
So, it's looking like that's
It's
about
clobbering time.
And I think for our Smark Out Moment, we're being counted out. See you next time.